We are back once again. TV Up Official 1 back here again with another video. After school, Reese is impressed at Malcom, and Francis wants to stop Spangler's slides and finds all the slides and wants to show them to the world. Back on the other storyline, the whole family laugh and don't care what Malcom did and are confused. Back over at the Malcom household, neighbours complain that Hal's cut down the tree, and Lois and the others argue like the good old family they are. Malcom goes to confess his crimes to the church and religions and is still confused. Hal sees Dewey throw stuff into the tree machine, and they get into it more and more in a fun sequence. Malcom tells Stevie how he feels and thinks about doing a good deed by running a charity marathon to fight diseases. He trains, but no one will pledge until he goes in a wheelchair, which begs the question about how he run the marathon. Hal is at the tree with Reese, and I was like, oh, why did I even cut this tree in the first place? And meets the obnoxious, thinking it's the father of Kevin, who gives out to Hal and says, "You beat up Kevin, but he's only 15 years old," as Hal explains to Lois at the charity run. Next, Caroline's glad Malcom is running and talks to his parents. Francis sees the slides as Spangler looks and tells Francis afterwards, as we see in a funny moment Spangler showing the cadets just slides of Francis's life and tells them that he will show them the proper finished education the next morning at 800. Next, Malcom tells Lois, and Lois tells Malcom that he's a gift and he will not stop feeling bad. He will stop feeling bad about Kevin, as he is conscious, is just working very hard, and that he's nice. And one of the other moments where we get to see basic Lois just being good old Lois, comforting Malcom once again. So I guess that's it for this episode. Shame, episode 4. And this episode just poses a different sort of view and sort of perspective on the whole Malcom life in Malcom in the Middle. What do I think of this episode? Well, this episode, but for me, just really alright, I guess. I liked a few aspects of it, but I think that it didn't have as much jokes, in my opinion. I mean, the whole Kevin thing, it felt a bit over the top that his family would react like that. I mean, this is the guy who's 7 years old, he beats him up and his family laugh at the dinner. That just seems weird to me, and the way it's just unrealistic how Malcom gets trampled in a marathon and his family react like his mother and father, you know, Hal and Lois are just sitting there like looking at him, what? Like, oh, there he is in the race, get up. I guess it just, for me, it just doesn't feel at all realistic in any sense how it works and just how people are reacting in this episode. Caroline especially, she reacts really weird in this episode, and I just don't know. For me, this episode wasn't for me at all. The secondary story with, I guess there was 3 stories in this episode, one of them being the one with Malcom, you know, the main bit, that was alright. The sort of little bit that was the Hal storyline, I wouldn't call it a storyline at all. The tree bit, which didn't really develop at all. And the bit with Francis and Spangler. Now this bit could have gone a bit more. Obviously, it's only a 22-minute show. They couldn't really showcase this, but we're going to see more of it, and I guess that's a good bit of the episode. I don't think that storyline really made any sense at all as well, because, well, this show, for one thing, I don't think all these storylines in one episode works, and the thing about the last episode was, it was sort of one storyline, and it worked well. In all, I mean, one or two storylines, but they all sort of linked up properly. This one just has 2 like storylines that don't mix at all and just weird, and I don't know. For me, I think this is the direction they're going to take, but the whole Francis bit and everything else in this episode, for me, just wasn't really my cup of tea. And now to sort of the stuff that I enjoyed. I think this episode did possess quite the same feel as the previous 3 episodes, in the way that, I don't know, I think there's enjoyable parts and some memorable parts, as well as there always is with Malcom in the Middle. I mean, you can't forget that this is the same family we've seen in the last episode, the same sort of side characters. I mean, there's a few involved there, And of course, this church scene that you're seeing a picture of, I like that. I think it just shows that this show can deliver on so many levels and so many different ways of enjoying the humor, and just it tries so hard, and a lot of the times, let's say 60 or 70% of the time, it succeeds in giving you just a great 70 or 80% good episodes, and giving you a funny show, and just really, really memorable. That's all I can say. Shame. If we're gonna talk about this individually, I like the characters. If I could just pick a showcase character, I'd say Malcom. Malcom, in this episode, he is really split in two sides, and it just shows unique for him. How he sticks with the shame through the whole episode until the end, when he just switches straight away. Yeah, I guess Stevie was really annoying in this episode. Didn't get any showing time. He didn't do anything in this episode. Stevie's not. I don't really like Stevie at all. Up until now, he's just acting really one-dimensional and just has no motives for what he does. Really, just completely acting against Malcom, even though he's meant to be his friend. But again, I'm excited to meet his father, who's just amazing, and how he reacts with Hal. We're going to be seeing soon, I think. Hopefully in season 1, as we get to review it, right? In the coming weeks. Yeah, so I'm getting sidetracked there. Yeah, this episode, shame. Not as good as the previous episode at all. Well, don't think at all. But again, it's consistent on a not a bad. It's on a good. It's on an okay level episode. It's not a bad level or a meh episode. Really, it's okay to good, and some of the episodes are excellent in season 1. So, thank you guys. It has been TVO Visual again. I know I'll be saying this all the time, but it's me, and comment, subscribe. I always say this, like, and just be awesome. Favorite below. Share all you like. This is sorry. This is me, TVO Official 1, and of course, enjoy. Good night.